Episode 19
Of what?
My podcast is Man Cave. I'm Glenn Stewart, and that's Johnny Gates.
That's right.
And
What's
I'm
happening?
back for all you people that thought that Johnny's post about me quitting was legit.
Hey, when you quit on us, I didn't think you were coming back. And I was told not to let you come back. But
Was that who told you that?
Don't worry about that. That's my sources that, try to lead me the right path. But
Yeah. Well, back to what I was saying about
it
California.
was Joel Rogers. I'm just kidding.
The worst part about living in California is what I refer to as the dumbass 500, which is when you get home from a long shift at work, you've already worked some overtime, but you have to circle the same block 25 to 30 times to hope to God that one guy didn't park, like he parked with just enough room for you not to wake up with a ticket.
So parking is a motherfucker.
Parking is a son of a bitch, and you better learn how to parallel park, and you better go ahead and understand. I'm going to say this to y'all in the camera. I'm sorry to how many people I have tapped with my car.
Oh, yeah?
And it's just,
shit.
no, and you're just like, gotta go. I'm
Oops.
I'm out of here.
Oops.
Like I did it one time. I was in West Hollywood, and there was a fucking Beamer in front of me. And I tipped it ever so slightly, just the tip, right? And you just see my friends like, what do we do? I'm like, we get the fuck out of here. Get
Yeah, we split,
like,
motherfucker. We don't talk about this ever
again.
Ever.
It was so
I got liability only, motherfucker. It's going to cost me out the ass.
But then, you go out there and somebody's tapped you too. Like, you see, like, your paint's missing. And like, you're like, oh, man.
People don't pay attention out there.
Well, no, it's not. When I tell you that it's impossible, sometimes they would, because the parking is so bad, but it's like they made the spots just small enough for a compact vehicle where they're telling you don't need that luxury sedan. You really, And you'd see people that did some wild shit, like they'd park halfway on the sidewalk with their car like at this angle, but they're in the lines.
Right.
So that way they don't get a ticket. And did you know you can get a ticket in L.A. County for your wheels not being turned the right way
I did not know that.
when you're parallel parked?
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, it's a roll hazard. If you park and they need to be turned towards the curb, does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean it doesn't suck.
it does. Oh, God. What do we got going on here? Got to watch this game. I can't see through the thing. Oh, we're still good. 13-0. 13-0. But I don't know. It was an odd experience. And the comedy culture's weird there because it's not, I wouldn't say it's clicky, but it's kind of clicky.
It seems to be clicky here. I wouldn't expect it to be any different.
Well, it's when I say it, like, I remember this one girl. She came up and she's like, "Bump the next comedian," because she'd gotten a little YouTube stardom for crying. Basically, she's a nice person and a talented artist, but she can be a little bitchy.
Yeah.
And she was a bitch to Ari Shaffir.
Oh.
And Ari used a very good first intro on his special to call her out by name.
Oh, wow. Well, don't be a bitch.
And so she
Don't get
comes
treated
in.
like one.
She comes in and she's like, "Bump the next comedian," and the next comic was me. And I don't.
Did you get bumped?
No. I'll raise hell. I'll kick up some sand. I don't give a shit.
Were you getting paid?
No, it was just more that I'd already been waiting for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I wasn't about to wait another fucking 5 minutes for her to do whatever the fuck she was going to do.
I've never done comedy anywhere but here.
Well, I don't mind a long wait, but an unnecessarily long wait is ridiculous. That was the part that got me. Like, I did this one show, called it like The Back Door or some shit like that. And I had waited 3.5 hours already. And my name was in the first bucket for the open mic.
Right.
Well, they get to the 3.5 hour mark, and they're like, "But we're going to the second show," and they just dumped all the names, which there was only one name left in the bucket, mine. And then it got put in the other bucket, and so by the time I got up there, it was 5 hours. I had waited to do 3 minutes.
God damn.
And when I got up there, I wasted my whole 3 minutes just bitching. It's like 5.5 hours I've sat here, and you motherfuckers haven't said anything worth listening to.
Motherfuckers.
Some of the older comics in the
Sorry
back,
about
some of the older comics in the background were like, they were like, "Wow, never seen a meltdown like that." It's pretty, pretty legit.
So how long did y'all live out there?
A year and a half.
Hard the whole time?
No, we had roommates. We finally moved out of our apartment. Decided we were going to separate ways. Sarah went back to Dallas. Now she's a real estate agent and a brilliant. I'm sure she's brilliant. I haven't seen her do it anymore, but whenever she was here, she was doing it. Stand up. She does stand up, but she also did like sketch comedy and improv and stuff like that.
Right.
And she was good at that, but then, I think it was just better because, I mean, her fella had kids and puts them closer to home kind of thing. And it's hard to be separated from your kids.
I could only imagine.
And I mean, and the thing was so when they left, we moved in with some people that worked at the store with us. And with everybody that lived in this really huge condo, our rent wasn't as much. Like our rent went down, and then she had a job, I had a job, and we actually got to enjoy California for probably the next year after. The first 6 months were god awful.
Yeah.
As far as financially.
But now when it comes to comedy, what all did you do comedy-wise out there? Because I've never talked to you about this, and I've always been curious.
Oh, man. Well, the beautiful thing is there's a mic every night in a big city like that.
Yeah.
But now the quality of the mic, they're not going to always be the greatest. And some of the best shows are just these fucking shows that are just like, we're going to do it in our backyard today and eat pineapple or some bullshit like that. It's a different thing. You really got to, you feel like you feel like you got to grind it the fuck out, but at the same time, and I'm not bad-mouthing anybody that's there. Promise y'all that. I'm not bad-mouthing. Comedy is a hard business to do. But the quality of the competition, I didn't really feel it wasn't a motivator.
Is it just because there's so many people?
It's so many people, and there's so many people that I'm trying comedy. So some nights you'd go to get on a mic and it'd be 30 people that this is their third time they've ever done comedy. And
Right.
Here you are. You've been doing it. You're used to making money at it. You're used to traveling, and you get that out of your mindset. I mean, it's not about the money at that point. And the thing is, if you truly love it, it's not about the money anyway. Like, I mean, I'll do shows for people just because I want to do the show there.
Right.
I mean, money's great, but if it's a true passion that you're following with your soul, it's not a money thing. It's something deeper. Like the other night when I went to Bears, I've been going through a little stuff. I'm not going to go into any details on it, but I have had my turn.
We talking about your hemorrhoids?
Yeah, that's it.
Gotcha. My bad. I didn't mean to say.
Yeah,
that.
I know, right on there. Yeah. But my point is, I've been going through some shit, and the other night a friend of mine was talking to me about it and said, I'm really curious with everything that's going on, because the stuff that's going on is kind of, it's world-changing stuff. It changes your entire thing. And he said, I want to see how you respond in comedy. And I got up there and I fucking smashed it.
Yeah. I heard good things about it.
The thing that, and I'm not bragging, but it's like your brain turns that shit off. That's the thing. Your brain, it's kind of like you love your kids.
Right.
And there's shit that if I went into your house right now and did, like the other night whenever your kid threw up on you.
Yeah.
And then you puked. If I threw up on you, it's an entirely different situation. But you can turn off the anger aspect of it. Does that make sense?
Right.
And just focus on the love. And that's the same thing that I think a true comedian does, is their brain turns it off. And then they focus on, okay, I have to be funny.
I guess Pete wants to be interviewed from the sound of it.
Well, he's excited.
It's
You speak about throwing up on Johnny, and he
it's
just...
well, it's actually fireworks season. He fucking hates fireworks.
I don't blame him.
Man, last year we were going to Colorado.
Yeah.
And we left Christmas Day. So Christmas Eve we get home, and I'm looking around, and I can't find Pete. I can't find him at all. And I'm looking for him, and I'm like, Gumbo, where the fuck is your brother at? And he keeps like nosing around the building. Gumbo does. So I'm looking for Pete because I'm afraid he got out. I don't know where the fuck he's at. So I start looking for him, and this motherfucker, because of the fireworks that people were popping, he done crawled underneath that building back there and got stuck and couldn't get out. And I ended up having to get my floor jack and jack the fucking building up and snatch his house out from underneath that goddamn building. It was fucking insane. He hates fireworks with a fucking passion with a burning passion. That's what I'm trying to say. Can't stand them.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I know a few people that are like that. I know some kids that are like that. They don't like firecrackers. Man, anyway, but I mean, no, it's a different scene. Like I remember some of the worst shows I ever had to do.
Yeah,
where
we drifted. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. They booked me for this birthday party, and I thought it was for an adult. And when I got there, it was this 11-year-old who loves comedians and comedy and stuff like that, and I appreciate that he loves those things, but I was not what he was looking for.
No, not your bitchin' ass.
And I wasn't even, he doesn't know what it's like to be a curmudgeon. He doesn't understand the the need for bitching's sake. It was a weird show.
The parents enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, the parents.
Like, man,
the
what the
parents
fuck
were
is
drunk
going-
off their ass, but you have like 12
Can you
toddlers.
imagine me doing that? Because I talk a lot of shit about kids.
Yeah, they
Do you
didn't.
realize what you've done to your
The-
parents, little boy?
The kid looked at
Do
me.
you have
and-
any clue how much your mom drinks because of you? You know how much your mom drank when she had you, motherfucker?
The kid looked at me and goes, "When are you gonna start being funny?"
Oh.
And I hadn't even.
Right about the time I blow my load on your mom's tits, you little asshole. Go fuck yourself.
And I was like,
Santa Claus didn't.
Like he walked up to me, and that's before I even started performing. I walk in, and it's like a birthday party, and they're like, "Go ahead, get you some food."
Hey,
and
funny man, you want some cake?
It was so fucking weird. And like, there is no green room because it's in the backyard of some house.
Green room is...
And I'm sitting outside, and they're smoking, and I'm smoking, and it was a terrible fucking thing.
That's funny.
I looked at the person who did it. I'm like, if you ever book me for some bullshit like that again, I'll fucking kill you. It was terrible. I don't recommend it.
Not even a little. Huh?
Not even a little. It was humbling, though. You don't know how shitty you are at your craft until you're sitting in a room full of 15, 10-year-olds, and you realize that
I got nothing.
I wasn't ready.
Man, my dick jokes aren't working on these kids.
And, like, you can't roast a 10-year-old. They don't understand. They just...
Oh, that would probably be the best thing to do is you just start roasting them.
I tried. And they just sat there.
No. You at that point you start playing for yourself and for the.
No, that's what I did. And, like, I
for the
enjoyed
moms
it.
and dads.
Was it a terrible show? Absolutely. Did I feel like I did my best for the money involved? 100%.
Oh man, I'd have been. Anyway, kid, don't forget to brush your teeth. Drink your Ovaltine. Be nice to your mom.
I mean, it was difficult. I don't recommend that.
No, I don't. I would say no.
It would be like if...
But I
it
guess
would-
if I didn't know that it was a child's birthday and I already said yeah, I guess. I
Yeah,
would.
no. As soon as I walked in and I saw, like, "Happy Birthday, Dylan."
Dylan.
And
That
there's
does not sound like an adult.
And there's balloons. I was like, no, this is... Like, you should have seen it. If you were going to have an involuntary bowel movement, that's the time. Like, your body just instantly reacts and, oh, God.
Speaking of bowel movements, I got a bidet.
Oh, good for you.
Dude.
I don't have to worry about cleanliness in that department. I remove all the hair from my neck to my kneecaps.
Well, that's fine, but I still got a bidet, and that motherfucker will wash your asshole. It is fantastic.
I told a friend of mine that
That motherfucker, I don't know how they got the aim perfect, but pinpoint accuracy on anybody that sits in the toilet. It's like it's got a beam that focuses on your ears. It doesn't matter where you... Whoa, okay, all right. Turned it on a little too high. Maybe add a little warm water there. You know, in houses like this, the warm water's got to go all the way through the pipes.
Right,
It takes
right.
a minute.
Yeah, it takes the time.
Yo! Right up my ass. That's great.
It's good for the hemorrhoids.
Ah, man, I fucking love it.
No, I mean, but I told a friend of mine because he asked me about. I don't know why me and him got on the subject of like body hair, but I'm just not a big fan, and a lot of it's because I work out at the gym, and if the hair is really long, it makes me itch.
Right.
And now,
I'm not a hairy guy, so.
yeah, no, but I'm saying like I have the Irish Scottish, taco meat thing going on, and it just makes me. No, worse than that. Mine's long and curly.
Yeah, no, mine.
Yeah.
I'm
yours
not.
looks
yeah.
like a nice soft, in the sense of it's straight though.
Yeah, it's a little bit. You can run your fingers through it just a little bit.
Yeah, but you
hold on,
don't-
Let me change cameras.
No,
Everybody take a gander at Daddy's taco meat. I mean, there ain't much there.
no,
so.
but it's like yours is smooth.
Yeah.
Mine is like this poofy, fucking fluffy
Afro.
shit. Yeah, I don't like it. So anyway, but it makes me itch, and so he's like,
You shave your legs?
yeah,
Do you?
yeah. I shave my legs. I might start shaving my arms. Who knows?
You gonna start swimming?
Yeah, it's actually great exercise.
I love swimming.
Yeah, no, I mean,
you're a
I'm
professional swimmer.
I mean, with everything going on, I might have a little bit of extra money to go. Get a
2 + 2 = 4. You better watch out.
I'm kidding. But no, I'm. So anyway, he's like, Glenn, well, when I did that, I had devastating things happen. And I'm like, what the fuck did you do? Do you not wash your ass after you shave? Like, because if you don't, you get ingrown hairs and stuff like that, and then next thing you know, you've got staph infection.
Who doesn't wash their ass, regardless if it's hairy or not?
Well, no, what I'm saying is he said that he had like major consequences for shaving his whole body.
What?
I know. He won't go into detail. Thank God, though.
That's crazy.
You know?
I mean, I would never shave my legs.
Well, you also don't have vascular disease where it makes your legs incredibly uncomfortable anyway. And if they're smoother, it's a lot easier to get these fucking stockings I have to wear on.
What the hell is he? Don't ever bark. What's he barking at?
I don't know.
Fucking dogs.
Well, you know.
They're fucking dogs.
They're fucking dogs. But,
you know, if we record, well, I guess, are we going to record? We recording more?
Yeah.
We got recording any more this week? Doing a New Year's show?
Yeah, I think so.
A New Year's show?
Are we doing a whole New Year's show?
Yeah, a New Year's Day show.
What day is New Year's Day?
Fucking Wednesday, man.
Are you wanting to do a New Year's Day
I'm asking.
show?
I don't know what I want to do.
I know I have to go to
some fucking content.
I know I have to go to lunch.
Lunch.
Yeah, family lunch, start the new year, and then January 2nd I'm going pescatarian.
What? That's all fish, right?
Yeah. Fish and veggies.
Fish and veggies.
I just want to see if it takes the inflammation out of my legs.
So fish and veggies, don't you have something coming up Monroe?
Yeah, January 10th and the 24th.
What is up with that?
Carlos.
That's the
Tequila,
Domo, right?
Yeah.
Downtown Monroe.
Yeah, it's going to be a good show. I'm trying to get other comics to come and, watch and maybe do a few minutes ahead of it, and then I'll close it out.
Who you got going?
I think Jared Jordan's going to come back, and then
Dude,
David
if he
Allen.
does not go on stage as that fucking Simply Safe regular,
yeah,
that better be him at Halloween. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway,
he'd be a damn fool if he didn't do that.
Man, every time I watch that commercial, I laugh and think about it. And Jared, I know it's you, man.
We know it's you. We know it's you.
Know it's you.
Well,
I saw that new
he
car.
does these. He paints these little miniatures, like miniature models,
like D&D models, or
yeah, like that, or
he
Star
steal it
Wars.
from my brother.
Right. He does. He does those. Well, he told me that I needed to get a new hobby.
Right.
And he said, and I said, well, I draw. I'm an artist. And he goes, yeah, but can your drawings get into a little battle or whatever? And I told him, yeah. And he's like, oh, well, never mind.
Well, never mind then. He's got a point. His little figurines could fight each other.
Yeah, well, I mean, have you done that as an adult? I'm being serious.
What?
Like with your kids' toys, like when they're not looking or even while they're looking, just grab the action figures.
Only with them.
No, I'm just saying you haven't because see, I still have all of my Jurassic Park dinosaurs from when I was a kid. I ran across them this week while I was looking through some items.
Right.
So to speak.
+2 = 6.
We're going to just count down?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Yeah.
So anyway, I just had this like 3-second moment where I was just like, rawr, and then I was like, oh man, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
I didn't have to do it forever. It was just, it brought back some really good
My
moments.
answer should have been no, only in the bathtub.
Yeah.
No.
Oh man.
I don't play with toys like that.
I don't prefer the bathtub. Like I don't like a bath.
Dude, I love a bath. I don't have the bathtub for it.
Well, you're
anymore.
also shorter.
Well, my bathtub ain't for nobody but my kids.
I'm going to tell you right now, most of the time,
a soaking tub?
Oh yeah, that'd be wonderful.
Oh man.
But if I get into I have an old clawfoot tub.
Dude, those are fantastic.
Not if you're tall.
You must not have a big one.
Well, I can fit in it. But like in order for me to soak my shoulders after a good workout, I have to prop my feet up, and I look like I'm in the stirrups getting ready to pop out a baby.
You need to go check out the one I have at my dad's house. That thing, you could lay all the way down in it.
Oh yeah?
Oh yes. Because I can lay all the way down in it, no problem. Guarantee you could too.
Hell yeah.
But now we're looking at for the back bathroom here. We're thinking about replacing all of it because there's a stand-up shower back there. We're thinking about replacing it with a soaker, like a corner model soaker.
Well, I mean, if you
tub.
actually go to the gym in 2020, it'd be good for you to be.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I live
I've
my life.
It's only been a week, and I've noticed you've gotten bigger.
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 Lost 13 pounds.
Where?
I have. So
Yeah,
I lost 20 pounds when I got
Would you
the
have
flu.
that like that dressing, that
No,
turkey
I had
dressing
the-
plug?
No, I had the flu and I didn't drink any sodas, and that's the only thing I've really done is I got back on the sodas. So
Yeah, I gotta 2020. I have got to get my caffeine under control. I'm a fucking caffeine junkie.
I just got to get my sodas under control.
But I can tell you like what I've been going through and stuff like that. I've been over caffeinating, and it's not. You can like. It was one of those aha moments when you're like, aha, I just need to try to rest. But I haven't been, you don't sleep well and stuff like that.
You a coffee guy?
I'm not a coffee guy.
How do you get your caffeine?
Energy drinks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the problem with coffee is the vascular disease causes you to have like internal vascular issues, which is what like you said earlier, hemorrhoid happens. Except these are on the inside of my intestines, and coffee aggravates those.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Is it just coffee that does, or just not caffeine?
and, well, I'm sure caffeine plays a part, but coffee in general, because it is a diuretic.
Oh, okay.
You know.
I don't really drink coffee, so
No, I used to drink like 9 cups before 9.
I had a sip of it earlier, and I didn't really. My wife is doing some cold brew shit.
I like cold brew coffee.
Yeah, she got a cold brewer for Christmas.
Oh yeah. Well, see, no, I love coffee. The problem is it stops the. I don't need a backup on I-20.
Oh,
I'm not very happy. I get very bloated, and then I'm just bitchy. Like that's it.
that was one thing I noticed when I got the flu. Like, so there was. I guess so. Monday night when you were here, and I threw up in the trash can.
Oh,
That was terrible.
I know.
Monday night when you were here, and I puked in the trash can before you went to Bears.
Yeah,
Y'all left. I hit the deck.
because you had originally said you might go, and
Right.
then you got struck down.
It hit me just that fast, and I ended up. My wife banished me out here, so I had to put the bed up out here, and crash out here. And I slept. I didn't go to work. I didn't go to work the rest of that week.
Yeah, and you were hallucinating too.
Yeah, my fever hit hard, but that night, so I slept from like 9:30 that night till like 2:30 the next day. I didn't get out of bed at all. And then how did they score again?
I don't know. Go ahead. You just tell your story.
No, you're good. I'm sorry. I just
Oh,
looked up.
so close.
So close.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but first and goal, bitches.
That's
Oh,
right.
Seattle scored.
Oh, boo.
That's not what we wanted.
Well, but we're about to
Yep,
score.
here we go. Here we
Here it
go.
is right
And-
here.
oh, that didn't. No, it
Anyway.
didn't happen.
So
That
anyway,
was a fucking stop, is what that was. That dude looked like he hit a fucking brick wall.
He damn sure did.
What
So,
happened, George?
I don't know who got the number to that truck.
Look, but his face is what the other guy's face. Like the Seattle's coach is doing this. He looks like he's just as shocked as the guy that just got knocked the fuck out. Bow.
Yeah, damn, he did get stopped.
I like it when they celebrate knocking the fuck
Ooh,
out of somebody.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? When he gets up, he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, he just got hit." Oh, come on, get it together. Where are you going? And that's
There
it.
it is.
Man, it didn't look like they even tried.
Nope.
All right,
Okay, so
good job. Go 49ers.
Go 49ers. They just scored again. So, but anyway, I
You gonna
didn't-
turn it on to you?
didn't eat that next day. Sorry, anyway. I didn't eat that next day. I didn't drink anything that next day. All I had was water and medicine,
Yeah.
And then it wasn't till it was Thursday I tried to eat. It wasn't until I think it was Friday evening that I actually ate something and kept it down.
Right.
And I had lost 20 pounds, and I was so not bloated. And I drank one soda, and I still weighed the same, but I ballooned.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
was
maybe
like,
you
God
just-
damn, I got to quit drinking these fucking sodas.
Maybe you just look bloated.
Probably.
Maybe that's it.
It's I mean, because
Not
I
being
haven't.
ugly.
No, I'm not. I ain't tripping on you. But I still have these fucking sodas, and
Well, see, I think me and you are in the same boat like that. I don't like to waste money.
yeah, and that's the thing is, like, I told myself I'll finish them, because if I don't, I'm not throwing them away.
Right.
And if I have them back here, I'm gonna keep drinking them. So as long as I just don't buy any more, and
Well,
I
there's
finish
so
these
much
out by
salt
the first
in
of
it.
the year,
So much salt.
man, it was incredible. I drank one fucking soda, and you looking at me walking around the house, everybody noticed. God damn, Dad, are you all right? And it's like, yeah, I've lost a little bit of weight, but what it was is I just wasn't bloated.
Right.
And then I drank one soda. And
Well, yeah.
I was like, God damn, are you serious? It works like that?
Oh, yeah. Your body responds to that kind of stuff.
Yeah. No.
And I'm excited because, like, that's why I want to do the fish, because I want to see if there's any gusto behind this whole red meat thing and the inflammation.
Right.
And the thing is after 6 weeks, if it hasn't done anything different, you know what I'm saying, then we'll traverse a different plane.
Well, what kind of fish are you gonna get? Because if you get like farmed raised fish, you might still have the same problem.
No tilapia, if that's what you're talking about.
Well, I'm just saying, like farmed raised fish, it might, because they're fed by somebody.
Yeah.
You might end up with the same inflammation that you do with the red meat, because they say, like, if you eat like wild game, because they're not the same diet, they're not as fatty, they're a natural diet versus a man-made,
right,
here you go diet.
Now, see, that is somebody was talking to me about that, and they said, well, if during this moment of you're not eating red meat, somebody offers you deer, because it's a beautiful time for people to give you free deer meat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, bring me some.
Yeah, oh yeah, because deer meat's wonderful.
Oh, fantastic.
And
I still want to try elk. I'm watching the Rogan podcast. So I hear so much about it.
I hear it's sweet.
I hear it's delicious.
Yeah. But no, I mean, that's what I want to do that, and then probably gonna.
My daughter asked if we could get a rabbit, and I was like, yeah, but we're gonna eat it. And she was like, and I was like, yeah, baby, if we get you a pet rabbit, when that thing gets out of hand, we're gonna eat the motherfucker.
Well,
she said no.
Rabbits.
Oh, rabbit's fantastic.
Yeah, but it's it's nutritionally null.
Did not know that.
It does not have any nutritional value.
I'll tell you right now, though, you smoke one of those fucking things.
You ain't got to smoke it. My uncle can make these like chicken nuggets, but they're rabbit, and it's quite possibly the best fucking thing. But like I said, I'm gonna try a bunch of things this year where I get to do a little bit more chasing the comedy dream, chasing my own ambition. I'm gonna do some upgrades to my race car. I'm excited about that.
You can race this next season?
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not sure how long that works.
March. And it's basically if I don't have a show or I'm not out of town, then I can fire up the car.
Well, I want to definitely do more comedy as well, but this is my year of hiking.
Yeah,
that box is going to get completed for the back of the truck, and that's going to be done.
Yeah, well, you gotta. I mean, that's the thing is, I think that we focus way too much on other people, and maybe not as much on ourselves sometimes.
Well, I can't be that selfish because I do get a lot of me time, and I've got three kids and a wife to think about.
No. I'm not talking. I'm talking about like me, for myself.
Yeah.
I give a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm the guy that'll move your fucking furniture and all that other bullshit.
Oh, fuck. David Allen asked me if I'd help him move this weekend.
did it.
Why didn't y'all call me?
I don't know.
I forgot all the fuck about it.
Because whenever his boo is there, he doesn't need you, Johnny.
Oh, well, he texted me, asked me. I didn't think anything else about it until you just said it.
Oh, wait. This weekend?
No, he wanted me to do it
2 weeks.
Saturday.
Oh, this Saturday?
This one that just passed.
Oh. Well, shit.
Like yesterday.
Oh, no, he didn't even message me.
Yeah, well, he messaged me earlier, like the day
I know
after
he's
we did
supposed to
that
be
show
closing
together.
on his house.
So maybe he didn't need any help. But yeah, no, I forgot about it until you just said that.
He's a good guy.
Mm-hmm. I'd helped him in a minute.
I'm going to tell you right now, whenever you're going through any kind of thing, you always got that person that can relate.
Mm-hmm.
And he's done a phenomenal job. Yeah, I mean, I have a hell of a support system that has made sure that I was grounded.
+2 is 8.
I don't give a shit. I haven't said anything.
Just fucking with you, man.
But what I'm saying is simple.
God damn.
I think it's wonderful that, but I also think that it's different if you're like, whatever I'm handling, I think I'm handling it with grace.
These nuts. What's the last time I hit with these nuts joke?
The last time me and you were in the same room together.
Do I these nuts you very often?
Pretty often.
That's what she said.
I bet it was. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. In the one show I missed, I didn't miss that.
No?
No, not even a little.
Oh.
How was Christmas?
Christmas was fan-fucking-tastic.
Now, do you go overboard?
I do not.
No.
we go very overboard. No, man. The kids just, we have good Christmases for the kids, man. Like, I got that right there. Can y'all see that? Is that
No, what it? Just tell you what it
Can they
is.
see it in your screen?
No.
I can't see it. All right. It is a picnic table
Oh hell yeah!
that has 4 chairs, 350-pound weight limit per chair, and the table surface is that size that you see doubled.
Okay, but
All-
convenient.
All collapses. Yeah, it's perfect
Convenient.
for camping.
Yeah.
Great
Well,
spot for the kids.
my
to sit
brothers-
and eat, us to sit. And
My
eat.
brother invited me to go to South Carolina, which is why I wasn't here.
Right. Oh, you didn't quit?
No, I didn't quit.
Well,
And
then what was that? What was that resignation thing that you turned in?
That's what you typed up.
Oh, somebody told you I typed it?
Yeah, you typed it
typed it.
up.
My wife
Somebody.
typed it.
Yeah, and I don't know who's Johnny Hancock that was. That was a.
You signed it.
No, I didn't
You-
fucking
you
sign
signed it
shit.
and left it here.
My point is this. So my brother's theme for my Christmas presents were shit I broke when I was a child of yours.
Then he replaced it? Awesome.
Like I had a plasma lamp, you know. You touch it and it's like the electricity and
Okay,
shit.
yes,
Yeah.
okay.
He broke it.
All right.
Never admitted to it as a
Right.
child. And then I opened it up for Christmas. Well, then he also broke. I had a Godzilla action figure. So he went way back.
He must have been carrying a lot of guilt
Yeah, well, yeah.
to remember, because I couldn't tell you what all of my brother's shit I broke.
Well, you know, the thing is, I'm not bragging. I'm a pretty good brother. Like, I've always been really nice to him.
I like how you always say, I'm not bragging, but I'm awesome.
Well, I don't want people to think I'm cocky.
Then maybe this should be the last episode.
No, I don't think so. But
You
my point
cocky
was,
piece of
but
shit.
the joke behind it was everything that is going on. 2 plus that 8. It's 10 now. 10 now.
10.
Okay. He thought that it would be really awesome if I walked through the airport with this 22-inch long Godzilla action figure. Like go through TSA and no, I put my foot down. I'm not going to look like I'm carrying a fucking crack toy.
That would have made your plane ride so much better. Rawr! Just like you were talking earlier about playing with figures. You rawr in the back of the plane. What's going on back there?
Well, the irony was is he told me, "Hey,
No,
we're
he's
gonna
retarded.
we're
Don't
gonna
worry
pick
about him."
you up, and we're all gonna be in our Christmas sweaters and all this." Like,
Did they do it?
No.
Oh.
So I showed up in I told him I'm not doing that. I'll wear a Santa hat. So I show up and I'm the only fucking person walking through the airport with this fucking Santa hat on. And I get out to the truck, nothing. The only good side is that there was a lady dressed as Mrs. Claus. Just saying.
Well.
We made eye contact,
Nodded.
nodded. She looked at me like I was lost. I looked at her the same way. We both felt like we were convinced to do this for Christmas. We made somebody's holiday magical. But no, it was a really good time. I had a great time.
Good.
But, oh, man, the traffic in fucking Charleston.
Did you get to do any comedy while you were there?
No.
Don't fucking look at me like that. I don't know.
I didn't even like driving to the fucking Walmart there. It was fucking there. Zero fucks. Like, I lived in L.A., and Carolina's worse. Hands down. These motherfuckers, they're not looking left or right. They're just fuck it. And they pull right out in front of you to hell with the consequences.
You seen my truck.
Oh.
I had a person almost pull out in front of me the other day, and their eyes got big as fuck when they focused on me.
Now, the thing that I didn't like about Christmas,
Uh-oh.
and it wasn't a bad thing, it's just like my brother.
Tell me more, Ebenezer.
No, my brother does a really good job of spoiling the fuck out of my nieces and nephews.
Good job.
And that's great. But they don't deserve it. They just, sometimes they're spoiled ass rotten,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
They're shit kids.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and it's Christmas Eve, and you
Yeah.
have the middle child and the youngest one are screaming and bawling, right?
Over nonsense.
Over nonsense.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And you just hear me go, I said, do y'all know why Santa comes down a chimney? And they go, why? And I'm like, so you can burn all the fucking presents when you fucking kill. I was so fucking mad.
Have you seen that meme where it's like wrap empty gifts, and every time your kids act up, throw one in the fire? And some smart ass responded with, well, what happens when I run out of kids? You don't throw your kids in the fire, asshole. Throw the presents in the fire. But it made me laugh.
Yeah, no. But I mean, like, but he even told me, he's like, they don't deserve all this.
But they're going to get it.
They're going to get it. And good for him.
We made. I'm
for
pretty sure we
holding the
made
sim.
somebody's, post Christmas, because I threw some stuff away yesterday, and when I throw toys away, like I put all of the stuff together and put it out, like
where it's easily
away.
Yeah.
And somebody got a full Barbie fucking classroom. It was taking up way too much space. Nobody played with it anymore. A gigantic Barbie classroom had lockers.
Do you
and-
think that I should donate all of my fat clothes?
I mean, you don't wear them?
No.
Yeah, give them.
No, I mean donate them or just throw them away.
No, give them the Goodwill.
No, do you think I should do that? Because I really wanted to just burn them. I paid extra money for them.
No.
Or do you think I should just? There's a hefty man out there that needs quality clothing.
There's less fortunate people that houses have burnt down and they need it. So yeah, go for it. Give it. Don't burn them. Give them to somebody.
But
Well, then burn them. Fuck. Why'd you ask my fucking opinion?
because you're a big guy.
Remember what you said the other day? I hate when people ask my opinion and then
yeah, I'm
don't
just
take
fucking
it.
with you, Jesus,
So-
Jesus. God, you're so sensitive.
And it begins. You crossed the wrong fucking line, buddy. No, don't burn your clothes.
No,
how about you take some of the clothes out and burn them, and then just give the rest.
I was
of it
kidding about burning them. To me, that'd be a waste of money. I just think that because I remember when I went to Goodwill, they
Garage
never
sale.
had big clothes. I don't want to sell my fucking clothes. Nobody's gonna come to a fat man's yard sale.
You could promote it as a fat man's yard sale.
Mm.
All you big and tall fuckers,
Are
come
you-
get you some clothes.
y'all
for
need some- you got-
25 cents a piece.
Y'all some bitches got 45-inch waists.
Come holler at your boy.
Come on
I
down.
got plenty of denim for you.
That's how I start my new career as a big and tall salesman.
Oh,
yeah,
perfect.
right.
Perfect. Finally, something Glenn's good at.
Got it. Are your pants too wide but no ass to hide?
That's
like,
right.
yeah.
Do you really need suspenders, but you wear a belt? Come on down and see
Have
me.
you ever worn suspenders?
Mhm.
I love them.
I do too.
They're wonderful.
Yes, they are fantastic.
But now that my belly doesn't protrude that much,
Yeah.
my belt can do the job.
Right.
So,
Well.
Mm.
There you go.
No, but I'm excited. I'm excited about life. Life is going to be great.
This is going to be a good year. 2020?
2020.
2020, I should have perfect vision.
Look at all this crotch I'm seeing here.
What crotch?
It was just the piece of the game that I'm looking at. What are we looking at here?
It's funny that you noticed Dick immediately.
Oh, well, you know. Oh, man, 19-7. Yeah.
Yeah.
You better get us together.
11 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
From what I've seen from some of the
they're
football
close to
games,
scoring.
yeah, but what I'm going to tell you right now, from some of the games I've seen, that was really good. That was good. Oh, that wasn't.
He's out of bounds.
I know,
So,
but
first
still.
down.
The fuck was that?
First down.
No, he's.
First down.
Oh, is that what he was doing?
Move the chains,
Oh.
bitch.
Oh, because I thought he was just like, fuck you.
To the ref, like, eat a dick. No, I don't think so.
No, but I have watched some really good games where in that fourth quarter, games have gotten fucking ridiculous.
Like where you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, like, well, I'm not going to lie to you. The Saints 49ers game, I was having a fucking stroke.
Didn't the 49ers win that one?
Yeah, they
It was
did.
a field goal?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if running is the thing to do there, Seattle.
I think it is.
Well, anyway.
Because, they're going to run it twice, and then Russell
Throw it.
Wilson's going to break loose, and all hell's going to break.
Yeah.
Because I'll give him credit. That little motherfucker right there can get through some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What do you think about the whole Colin Kaepernick thing, where people are freaking out about the other asshole in NFL, the wide receiver, Michael Brown? Is that his name?
I don't know. What's the problem?
He got a shot at a team where Colin Kaepernick still can't.
Well, the way that I see it, and this might be the comedian in me, Colin Kaepernick was adopted.
Okay.
But my point is all the things that he says he's fighting for, and I believe that he believes them in his heart, but I believe that you could have used your platform in a different way. And I don't believe that he should be I guess ostracized for it. But at the same time, there's certain things you can do at work.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
I've said, he can kneel whenever the fuck he wants to, but if the contract says you motherfuckers better be standing, then you breach a contract. You work for somebody that's paying
well, no,
you
that's the thing.
millions of
That's all that
dollars.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about is, there's just certain shit you don't do at work. And And we were talking about alphas and betas and all that other crap earlier. And the thing is it just boils down to, like, I remember because anytime I mention that I'm a 49ers fan, I got to talk about Colin Kaepernick. And the thing is
Were you a fan when he was y'all's quarterback?
I was a fan when they let him run. When he would run that ball, that son of a bitch could get away from anybody. He was doing great. And then they tried to turn him into a pocket quarterback. And he started floundering, and then Seattle lets Russell Wilson do it, and Russell Wilson's just doing great at it. And it wasn't like, let's do it every time, but sometimes a quarterback needs to haul ass, And once they tried to change the way he played, next thing you know, he falls out of favor, da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? And then it's all politics at that point. And I think that he's a good player. But the problem is a lot of people, they taught us when we were younger, it doesn't really matter how great you are at your job. You're always able to be replaced.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you need to learn when you should and shouldn't run your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
And that's me, and that's just me being real.
Yeah. No, I respect that.
I mean, and that's like, I don't want to see him not be able to work.
Is it Antonio Brown?
I don't know. But my thing is, I don't want to see anybody
Michael Brown was the hands up, don't shoot guy, wasn't it?
I guess I don't really keep up with much.
I think it's Antonio Brown.
But my point is I don't want to see somebody go without a job, especially if they're talented, because, he's only getting older. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like Des Bryant. Yeah, you were great at what you do, but you run your fucking mouth. And you're a shit starter.
I didn't realize Des Bryant was a shit starter like
He
that.
is.
Does he still play for the Cowboys?
No. And he can't find a job either.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, you don't hear nobody talk about his ass.
No. But, you do all that fucking whining and bitching, and the thing is look, I'm not going to lie to you. Once you start playing cards that I don't really think are justified cards, or, they're justified to other people, but you use your platform to push somebody else's agenda, and you could tell that, on it, I stopped listening. Because, once again, it goes back to that if you're passionate about something.
Yeah.
If he's truly passionate about everything he believes, he wouldn't be whining about not working.
I can't remember who it was that I was listening to, but the take that they had on it was, he had that whole thing with the where the NFL put on that tryout or whatever on a Tuesday, I think is when they did it, and there were supposed to be all these scouts there, and then he changed it to a high school venue on a Saturday, and then got all pissed off because nobody showed up. And the point that they were making was, who the fuck from an NFL team is going to show up on a fucking Saturday the day before a fucking game? Nobody. They set it up on Tuesday where all these people were supposed to be there, and you fucking wanted to play it differently because it wasn't going the way you wanted it to go.
Right.
So you set it up for a fucking Saturday, and then you bitch about nobody being there, motherfucker.
What the fuck do you expect? It's every fucking...
That one team that's on a bye, that guy's going to show up.
But also, it's in every sport, NASCAR used to beat the shit out of somebody. You cuss and all that other crap. If not on TV... But now you can't, like, if you bump somebody, there's fines. There's fines for being a fucking asshole. And but you don't see it in other sports. And, I would never tell anybody that they can't pray the way they want to or believe what they want to. And he is right, that we do need to start looking at other people. And we need to hold people accountable if they're doing wrong. I believe that. Do I believe I'd have lost my job in the NFL over it? No.
Yeah, it seems like an odd hill to die on.
Well, no, what I'm saying is don't do it at the game.
Yeah.
If you want to die on that hill, do it after the game.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, this is this is the platform you should respect.
But then again, if you do it, it's the same thing like certain things that me and you've talked about. Just the implication of things is enough for me to worry about my job.
Yeah. No,
after work.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying is there's still shit I can't do.
Hence 19 squared.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And that's, if you drink and drive and you get caught, okay, you had 2 beers. Well, if that's enough to put you over the legal limit, guess what?
Well, you smoke weed and the fucking 9 sheriffs show up at your house for
but
completely different reason, and you get a summons to appear, have to pay $785 fine. What you gonna do?
Well, you know what I'm saying. There's just shit you can't. But like, what if?
Right.
If you got caught, what happened to you?
That's what I mean. Responsibility. You got to take responsibility for your.
But
actions.
if you had that happen, and then your boss said, "Hey, look, we heard what happened. We're gonna have to let you go." That's part of the process.
That's 100% part of it.
And unfortunately, it's not always, because like you're not a bad person, you're not a criminal.
Mm-mm.
But in the eyes of the law, you are.
Mm-hmm.
So
And when it comes to, am I insurable or
Yeah.
and that's where all those things come into play.
and that's when it's a business.
Correct, and you have to understand that. And you have to respect it.
I mean,
Because if I was in the same boat and it was turned around on me, it's like when I owned the lawn service. One of the big things that I was a fucking Nazi about, might not be the best term to use, but one thing that I was really critical about was safety glasses.
Right.
I'm not buying you another fucking eye. You know what I mean? I can't
Yeah.
afford it. And so wear your fucking safety glasses. And you got 2 attempts with me, and on number 3, you're getting in the car and I'm taking you wherever I picked you up from because you're done.
Right.
And if you wanted to not wear your safety glasses, that's fine, but you're not going to work for me any longer because
Somebody dropped their fucking Skittles or their M&Ms.
fucking combos. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Oh, sorry.
Camera's on you. I think.
Is it?
Probably.
As I died.
Yeah, as you blew snot all over the microphone.
Well, it's
My kids were in here fucking flued the fuck out wanting to talk into the microphones, and I'm like, y'all get the fuck out of here. Like, no.
No, thank you for that.
Yeah. I Lysoled everything.
But I
after.
mean, that's the thing that gets me is these people, entitlement. Oh, well, I can say and do whatever I want to, and you can't.
Mm-mm. Well, and, I think the internet has a lot to do with the people having that mentality.
Oh, my favorite thing is when somebody like if you look at my Facebook right now, you won't see any of my personal shit on my Facebook as far as what's going on with me.
Right.
Or anybody affiliated with me. I don't do that. I don't
Right.
put my fucking dirty laundry out there because,
Why would you?
well, first of all, I don't need everybody's goddamn opinion on it. And then for every 2 people that are like, oh, you're okay, it's wonderful, you're going to have 15 people that are like, did you see this shit? And it's bullshit. And I don't give a fuck about your opinions.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds harsh,
It's not.
but I'm grown. And I don't,
I will inject poison into my life as I see fit. And
Right.
This is not the way
And
I see
so
it.
I don't get on. I'm a really terrible troll on Twitter and all that. Like, if you provoke it, like if I make a tweet and you decide to tell me what a bag of shit I am, I probably won't respond because there's no reason for me to. You'd have no. I don't allow those. I don't allow a lot of people with negative influences. I don't really allow that in my existence. I've done a really good job over the last 2 years with the weight loss on focusing on pushing out negativity.
Get them out your bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that you can't, if you lost your job because you can't keep your fucking mouth shut, that's a self-control problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's not an employer problem.
And look, man, if they're telling you quit doing it on field, do it off field all you want.
Well, that's the thing.
I think they even said that.
Yeah. I mean, shit. But if it says you're supposed to be present and standing, guess what? You signed the fucking contract.
You wanted that check.
And I'm going to be honest with you. As much money as they pay, and I'm not saying, do what you're supposed to. And then, like, when you get on Good Morning America or something like that, say what you got to say.
Right.
Let them, but as long as you're saying it with dignity, respect, you know what I'm saying, then I don't see that you would like, but if you get on there
And
and
you're pushing a narrative that is
positive.
or defended by fact.
Right.
Because not all narratives are positive, depending on who's.
And it's so
on the
hard
receiving
nowadays
end
with
of
all
it.
the news and media to be able to pick a true, trusted fact opinion.
Yeah.
You're not going to, you're going to get,
the facts and opinions are definitely clouded.
and everybody, the thing that gets me the most nowadays is opinion is being viewed as fact.
Yeah.
And that's irritating.
Yeah.
Because like me, I'm very black and white. There ain't no gray area.
Mm.
You're either right or you're wrong. There's not like you're kind of right. No, because think about it this way. You have a kid.
Right.
If your kid does wrong, there's wrong.
Right, but like
Now there's sometimes
example.
Example.
The other night, sister slapped Jackson in the face.
Now was this retaliatory?
No, she was playing. She slapped the fuck out of him. He kidney checked her with his fucking heel, and she started crying. And I said, "What do you expect?"
Right. Well,
Both of you motherfuckers are wrong. You shouldn't have smacked your brother. Your brother shouldn't have kicked you, but your brother retaliated, and now you're hurting. don't smack your fucking brother in the face. Love you guys, and walked off.
Right, but the reason that's not an opinion. Fact, they shouldn't have hit one another.
No, I understand that, but nobody got in trouble. They were both wrong.
Well, I didn't say
But
that.
they were both wrong, but in the same breath, Jackson was right. Because Jackson defended himself. Bitch, don't touch me. Bow. But he's also wrong because it's his fucking baby sister.
Right.
Just like she was the only one
But
truly to me.
But what you just
that
said
was wrong.
is you weighed it. You weighed it.
I mean,
You measured it.
they took it out on each other, and that's enough for me.
No, but what I'm saying is you made the choice on the whether they're in trouble or not. Based on the facts that both of them were in the wrong, and one of them had one righteous quality of it, and the other one, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, is the black and white is, sister, you're in trouble even though you just got kidney kicked, and Jackson, you're in trouble even though you just got smacked in the face. That's black and white. They both did wrong. They both get punished. Gray area is, well, you smacked him. He kicked you.
You're in pain.
You're in pain.
Punishment.
He got retaliation.
Punishment's been dealt.
Yeah, it's done and done. So
But
there's kind of that's why I say, like, that's why I take a deep breath and hesitate when I go to agree with you
But
with
what
black and white, because it is black and white,
With a contract.
but then there is some gray area.
No,
know
when
what
you
I
have a
mean?
contract that says don't
now
do
contract,
this.
100%, yes.
That's
no,
what I'm talking about.
I agree. Okay, I thought we were talking in general.
Mm-mm,
No,
no.
contract, fucking A.
Right.
It's like military. You
Mm.
can't do this, or I want to do that. Well, but you signed it. You know, if I have a non-compete clause where I work.
Well, like, for instance, like the doctors and shit that go over to Africa and go on these big game hunts and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
A, they spend a shitload of money to
Fuck
do it.
ton of money.
Right?
$250,000.
Right. And the thing
In
is,
a lot of cases.
90% of the time, the meat goes to
The villages.
the villages. The money goes to the park that they're a part of or doing it in. And, yeah, you get the trophy, so to speak. But the animal is also either older, it's old past its, or it is a trouble animal.
Right.
You know, it's a fucking bull elephant that's going
Well, I mean,
rogue.
they've talked about it on multiple podcasts, but
Yeah.
they talk about it all the time where it's you know, whenever you don't do those things like what they're seeing now because they've outlawed it in a bunch of places
Mm-hmm.
because people are losing their shit over it. When you don't do it, that's when you see the trouble that they're having now where they're decimating crops or killing people, you know, or they're multiplying like crazy. And it's true that most of the times when people have a problem with something, it's people that are not affected by it.
Like,
Oh,
have you ever hit a deer?
no. Like, well, no, not really.
The reason I say that is if they outlawed hunting
Oh, yeah.
for
We'd
whitetail deer,
be fucking everywhere.
insurance rates are going to go out the because
Yeah, because you're going to start plugging deers.
left and right.
Well, I mean, I've seen them on 49 where you're coming into town at night and there's fucking 50 of them on the side of the interstate just eating. You're like, please, God, I hope my headlights don't spook one of these fucks.
Yeah. You know, and then that's what I'm saying. But here's my biggest issue with that is, Johnny, does it affect you if a rich doctor went and shot a fucking giraffe?
No.
Does it have any effect on your life?
Nope.
Okay.
You're not gonna hear me bitch about it either.
You know,
Am I going to do it? No, because
Now,
I can't
if a
afford
ri-
it and I'm not a hunter.
if a rich doctor goes and kills a school child as a trophy, I have a problem with that.
Yeah,
But that's different.
yeah.
And it's not I mean,
Was it a troubled kid?
It is now.
Was this a kid that couldn't get out of 8th grade? I'm
You
just
hear
trying
me?
to figure out
You
what
hear
it
me?
is now.
It
He's
is
in.
now.
Not no more. He ain't trouble.
But it's like I was watching these videos
He
about
got
these people
devil.
that had like deadly attractions, and one of them's like, I gotta have the most poisonous snakes in the world, and then he got bit. I'll giggle my ass off at that. Not at the loss of life, but you're playing with fucking fire.
What about those guys that eat that honey that makes you hallucinate? You ever seen that shit?
No.
These motherfuckers hang off of cliffs and go get this psychoactive honey and get fucking fucked up, stung, trying to get it, and then, you know, get to the top of the mountain and take a bite of that shit, and they're all fucked up and shit. But yeah, they gotta take some stings by some big ass wasps to get a hold of it.
See, I don't know.
It's nuts.
Maybe I'm just weird.
Yeah.
I'm just not interested.
Maybe
in
you're
that.
just not living right.
Yeah. What are you
Have
going
ever
to do
wanted
this
Have you
weekend?
ever wanted to
Lou?
climb Mount Everest just so your saliva can coagulate and choke you to death?
No.
There
I was when I was younger. I was interested in Mount Everest. I always supported.
That was one of the stories that I heard. This guy was talking about how he, at one of the camps they had gotten to in the middle of the night, he couldn't he couldn't clear this phlegm from his throat, and he was so high in elevation that they had to basically suck it out. At one point in time, his tent mate was reaching into his mouth and pulling this shit out, trying to keep him from choking to death, and he couldn't clear it and couldn't get it out because of the altitude. It's just what happens. It's like, fuck, man.
The thing that
I like hiking and camping, but
I hear
I'm
the
good.
stories about all the frozen bodies on Everest.
They leave them.
Yeah,
They're not bringing them down.
that's creepy.
And they get blown off the mountain every, so often, or one of them gets uncovered by the winds and covers up another one, and
We found Bill.
Yeah, they find different people every time they go up.
Yeah,
It's
that would be
Oh, that's
terrifying.
where those three guys went.
but when do you draw the line at adventure? Because if
There.
the
Camp 1.
the first time we see Barb and Barbara over there, and you just
Yeah, no, look, hey, a Sherpa has to go up in front of me. I got to risk somebody else's life for me to get up this mountain. No, I'm good. Base Camp 1's cool. I'll take some pictures of it, time lapse or two, and we'll go. I'll fly over it.
See, but I'm
in
one
an
of those
airplane because it's that goddamn high.
Yeah,
Hey, look, there it is.
One of those moments I'm all about. I'll take a picture at the base of Everest and be like, I made it,
Yeah,
and then I'm done.
yeah. Hey, look, there it is.
I just mm-mm.
Now, I did go to the top of Albert's Pike once.
Yeah.
a whopping 1,200 feet above sea level, and I started at 400 feet. Not that high, buddy.
No, I flew in a plane
I
and
flew a
looked
plane.
down and went, oh look.
I flew a plane.
I'm out.
Looked down and said,
Now,
"Oh."
whenever I drove to California, there's giant mountains that you drive up and down it.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
That is so awesome.
I'm
super sensitive to that shit too, so my ears pop the whole
the
way.
whole fucking time.
Man, me and a buddy of mine took a road trip, and we went from, I think it was 150 feet above sea level to 14,000 feet above sea level, and back down in a span of I think it was 35 miles. And that was pretty cool because it was just a winding.
I don't like the coming down.
2-lane road. Oh yeah, no, look, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't. We did that trip, and then I did another trip with my wife, where we went to California or Colorado, and that one we did a lot more. We did a lot more driving in the mountains, and when I got back, I didn't inspect my brakes.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was maybe 3 months after we got back. I was at work, and I pulled up and stopped. And when I stopped, I heard something metal fall off of my truck. I was like, man, what the fuck was that? And I looked, couldn't see anything. And I was like, man, maybe I just ran over something in the parking lot. Because I did work, at a warehouse place.
Yeah.
And I drove home that night. And when I drove home that night, when I hit the brakes, the truck went brrrr. And dude, it was the craziest, heavy vibration. It was nuts. And I got to the house, and I got to looking, and fortunately for me, it was Thursday. So the next day when I drove to work and it did it again, I was able to drive home that afternoon and
fix it.
Focus on it. My brakes, the rotor, my brakes had worn down so much on that drive that it was metal on the back side of the rotor, and it had completely eaten the rotor away.
Yeah, so you were hitting the fins.
No, it had completely eaten the rotor away, and that's what I heard fall off, and that's when I got the bad vibration is when I was hitting those cooling fins inside of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And it had shaved off fine metal. When you touched the back of my truck, it wouldn't come off the glass. It wouldn't come off the actual truck. My truck had molten metal dust kicked up on it that had hardened.
Yeah.
And it wasn't coming off. It
Well,
was
I
not.
remember-
I couldn't scrape it off of the window with a razor blade.
We had
It was fucking nuts.
because we're about to cut it.
Yeah, we're about to cut it.
But last thing then for me, when I went to California, we set out to go on this cross-country adventure, right?
Was that when y'all moved out there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I was so excited.
Wally World, here we come.
It was awesome because I'm driving the big Penske truck and everything, and they had a car wreck in Dallas. My roommates did. So then we had to we had one of their cars was down. So they rode together, and we took her. Originally, it was going to be his car. We were going to carry his car, and so we switched it out for Beth's car. And thank God we did, because like 2 days after we unloaded it, I hit the brakes in Beth's car, and it was rotors were all fucked up. And so I'd have died on that fucking trip. But I'm
That's
just gonna
crazy.
I'm gonna let you know right now, I had the best fucking time driving with the lady across country.
Yep.
Just adventuring. We were gonna take on the fucking world.
Man, when me and my wife did it, we drove from here. We went camping for a week. We went up into Colorado, and one of the most memorable moments that I have on that trip is, man, it was like, I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, because we had left from here to go to Colorado on this road trip when we got off work one night.
Yeah.
So it was like 5:30, 6 o'clock at night, and we drove straight through to Amarillo.
Yeah.
And we made it to Amarillo.
By morning.
Well, we were there by like 3
Up.
o'clock in the morning.
Up from San Antonio.
Well, up from Shreveport. No, we didn't come from San Antonio.
Everything that you got
Oh, here we go.
is just
Is that going to be your thing? Because I can get annoyed with it if you want me to, real quick.
just what you got on.
Amarillo by morning.
Now you can't get it out of your head.
No, I'll get it out of my head. Trust
Oh
me.
no.
It's like walking in Memphis. I got a whole story about that song too. But one of the most memorable moments of that entire trip is my wife. She went in as I was filling up with gas, and then I went in to use the bathroom. And when I came back out, she was gone. And I was like, where the fuck is she at? And I looked up, she's standing at the register. And I'm like, oh, she must have forgot something. And she comes back out, and she has 2 hot dogs. And I'm like, what the fuck? Thanks. I was like, you got me some hot dogs? And she was like, well, I got you a hot dog. And then I sat down in the car and took a bite of it, and it was fucking delicious. And so I went back in and got 2 more, and you can have one, and I'm going to eat this up. I was like, what? So
That's hilarious.
oh, it was great. And then on the ride back, she was like, that gas station's up here. I'm going to need you to stop so we can get some more hot dogs. Yeah, but hot dogs were the highlight of the trip. It was fucking fantastic.
I'm just letting you know that driving through the mountains in that Penske truck and everything, it was just one of these cool moments.
Which way did y'all go?
We went through New Mexico, and we went through
You take 20 to...
Yes.
Did you go through...
We didn't go through the dangerous part of Texas.
so you didn't go south
No.
and get on 10.
Yes.
You did.
The
so
first
you ended
time.
up going through El Paso.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's the way I went to San Diego.
And it was beast, and I enjoyed the shit out of it. It was a wonderful.
That's a hell of a drive. It's really that's 85 fucking miles an hour in a lot of that.
Yeah, and I mean,
That was
and
awesome.
that Penske truck doesn't go that.
No, they
It's
usually
governed.
govern out at 68.
Yeah. So, but I'm just letting you know,
Depending
it
on what
was
size it is,
one of those
sometimes 72.
magical good memories, where you're just like, yeah, and it was just taking on the world.
Oh, dude, that is my favorite thing about like road tripping like this.
Yeah.
Is it doesn't matter where you're going, when you're doing it, you get those feelings. It's like when I was in California and it's fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. I just drove through a checkpoint. I'm in that desert right as you get into California.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like
That-
if you're
had
coming
you-
from like Phoenix.
Yeah, we stopped at that truck stop. It was the last truck stop before you get into the mountains, and it's like this. It's just got one shitter.
Did you hit that? There was a checkpoint, a border patrol checkpoint, the
Yeah.
last one before you get to San Diego.
Right.
That one I hit at 5:45, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm cruising through that desert. The sun's coming up behind me. I got my windows down, and I'm listening to "Summertime" by Jazzy Jeff, Will Smith, and
Yeah.
Jazzy Jeff. And right after that, it was almost like Amazon playlist knew that I'd hit California, because after that it played California Love, and then it played one other song. And it's when I'm cruising and listening to this music, it's like, man, now I know why this music sounds like this, is because that's how California makes you feel. And those kind of moments and memories like that is my favorite part about road tripping, is when you hit somewhere like in Amarillo by morning and you are cruising through and it's late and you're hitting Amarillo at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, and you've made that run, and you hear and feel that song in what you've just done, and what created that song and that music and that flow and that vibe. It's fucking, I love road tripping. I would road trip in a minute. You let me know. We'll take on this world.
You made me feel good with that. And that is episode
19. Hell yeah.
Part 2.
Episode 19 squared.
Yep.
Think anybody heard me fart just then?
Yeah, I did.
Did you? I should have left it up a little bit more.
Y'all like, subscribe, get on them notifications, comment on us, tell us what you like, what you don't like, even if it's me or Johnny.
That's right. We don't care. All right, you guys. Thanks.
All right. Peace out.